Hey guys, JJ from SchoolOfTrade.com. It's Monday evening, about 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I want to do some prep work for our DX patterns setting up tomorrow for our members out there, and also want to thank you guys. I know we closed the room up a little bit early this morning, but 11 o'clock Eastern Time, I had to run down the street to get to a doctor's appointment this morning. Everything's fine. I'm all healthy as a horse, I guess you would say. But obviously, I appreciate you guys being flexible this morning. We are back to the normal schedule tomorrow, Tuesday. That is the 11th of May. But on topic tonight, though, I wanted to go over the DX patterns for you guys for tomorrow. I noticed we had the dollar here at its highs this evening, and I wanted to go over a little bit more about that with you guys here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is look at the dollar here. Let's open up our slow time frame of the dollar. Right, this is my slower time frame on the dollar. And guys, this of course is covered in our beginner's course, this entire routine we go through. We do this every morning. But what I want to do is I want to grab just some basic trend lines here in the dollar. You'll notice we have this low down here, right, that we've now just put in here. We bounced off that low of day. Let me just make this a little bit bigger for you here. Of course, you can go into the properties, guys. Go to the properties of any of your chart markings here, your drawing objects, and of course hit the default button there, and you can see that changes the color of it. Let's zoom out, control button, up arrow, that will zoom me out here, and let's take a look at where these trend lines have us. I'm going to go F4 here, right, low to low. You can see that trend line got broken there, so of course we'll mark up this trend line here. So you can see we can pretty much understand why we have a little bit of congestion here, all right? Because of course we're taking into account here this swing low back here in the lower left-hand corner. Okay, so that trend line just got broken in that downward move, and you can see we bounced off pretty well. So look for support here, obviously, 84,230. Now that obviously takes care of our slower time frame here. We now know a little bit more about where we are here. We're at the highs here, 84,625. Now, for the DX pattern, members, we're looking for a reversal off these highs. So I wanted to grab my slower time frame first, just to make sure I knew where kind of the big stuff was. And then now let's grab a look at the faster time frame. The faster time frame is going to give me a little better clue as far as where the entry will be on this. Now, as you guys know, the DX pattern here, we're looking for a short-term reversal off these highs. Let's hit the F4 button there. I'm sorry, hit the F6 button there. Mark up that 84,275. So a quick review of the kind of the obvious swing low there is 84,275. All right, like I said, just a quick review. Now let's make sure we have enough room though. I got 84,452. Where's 84,452? 84,452 is way up top, above 84,275. So we're good there. 84,457. What about that? It's still up there as well. So we have lots of right price action up top here. 84. As you see, the green and the blue background charts, 457 and 451. So you can tell we are now right just below, right, just below. Or should I say that 84,275 level will be below all of the, of course, support here right now. Okay, so what's holding this dollar up right now is a combination of the green and the blue background charts and that 84,275 that is marked up. Okay, so now we know a little bit more about what the dollar looks like. We're going to try to get that dollar here below 84,275. And we know when we do, we're going to be in the clear because we got 84,451, 84,456 above us. Okay, so 84,275, that's our green light there in the dollar. Now the dollar is all set. Now let's look at our other markets here. Let's go to the euro here first. Again, I'm going to look at my slower time in the euro. Open that slower time frame up. And again, same thing. Look for a couple trend lines here. Want to see the big picture. Okay, you can see this major trend line here coming down from these highs. I'll zoom in a little bit closer for you, and you can see kind of where that level is. So we're going to see obviously a lot of overhead resistance here on the euro. That's a big round number too, 3,200, right? Big round number. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of stickiness occur at the highs there. Now look where the highs are here right now. The highs here, 30.93 here in the euro. Okay, that may end up converging there. This may end up being a pretty nasty little area here. Okay, just above that high of the day. See that, guys? Obviously, we're now looking at the downside here. We're at the low of day now, and notice how we're bouncing off the low from the previous day's low here as well. So we get two converging lows here. Okay, so the previous low and today's low, obviously here, are now bouncing off one another. That's going to give us a lot of support, right? Lots of support. There's two levels there. Okay, two levels converging there. Okay, so we're gonna get a pretty good amount of support there, which is good for us because we're looking for a bounce off of these lows. All right, now that took care of the upside here. What about the downside? You can see we got this downside. Let's go low to low here. And you can see we got plenty of room there. Right, plenty of room here, but we also have support. So we're going to get support from this trend line from the downside as well. Okay, so you can see here we're looking pretty good. Nothing really in our way, as you can see, that could possibly hold us up from bouncing off these lows. Now remember, for a DX pattern, we're looking for the euro to get into this trade. We're not trading the dollar, we're trading the euro. Okay, so we're looking for the euro here right now for a long trade off these lows. The dollar was at its highs, the euro now is at its lows. Now let's plan out our point of entry on the euro though. Remember, we already planned out the point of entry on the dollar. We're not going to enter the trade in the dollar. We're going to enter in the euro. But when the dollar breaks below 84.275, that's going to be my green light for the euro. Now let's find that specific entry point in the euro too. Okay. Now once again, same type of thing here. I'm going to look for where's my swing high level. Hit the F6 button. Here's a good looking swing high right there. 1.2791. All right. Now notice I'm not really getting that specific about it right now. Just look for something that's decent. Okay, just to get us started. Now let's look at my green and blue background charts here. What do I got? 2769. Let's get my data box here. Right click, show data box. Right, that data box will show me all the different stuff on my charts. So of course we got the 1.2769. Okay, 2769 here. 2769. Now is 2769 is that above or below that level? That's below it. All right. What about 2769? Both of them. Right, as you can see, both of them here are the same price level, 2769 and 2769. Okay, so 2769, where's that? That's way down bottom here, right? 1.2769. That's considerably lower, right, than the price we're at right now. So what this tells us is right now is now, of course, we've defined if the euro bounces above 27.91, right, and the dollar breaks below 84.275, we're going to have ourselves a trade on. This is called the DX pattern long, and as you guys can see here, it's relatively simple to do. We'll talk more about this tomorrow in the live trade room. Let me write this down though. All right, so we're looking at the DX right below 84.275, and we're looking for the euro, the 6E above, right, that 1.2791. All right, guys, jump on the simulator account if you haven't taken this before, guys. Remember, talk to someone you trust about the money you have available for your trading, guys. Remember, guys, trading does involve risk. And we're going to we'll take a look at this tonight. We'll come back tomorrow and see what our trades did. Happy trading out there. Joseph James, School of Trade. We'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.